Hi, I'm Maggie from MAGGIE'S and I'm here with all these scarves that I have arm knitted, and I've had a little bit of help with this. At this point, I've arm knitted an afghan, and then I've arm knitted all of these scarves in various yarns. So by doing this many projects, I've learned a lot of tips that will help you to be a better arm knitter. And some of the tips include how to use multiple strands like I did here. This is using everything from like zero weight to City Life ladder yarn and then a worsted weight yarn mixed together. And then there's tips in how to measure your yarn, how to mix and match colors and dye lots and your gauge, and using the beginning and the end of a ball to create 2 strands, or create like even 4 strands out of 1 skein of yarn. Adding yarn, what to do if you need to take it off your arm, what if you wanted to bind off on an opposite arm. I show you how to do that. So I am madly in love with arm knitting, and I used to knit when I was very young, and I was pretty good at it actually. I wouldn't even know how to do what I used to do when I was young. But anyway, I just love this. I just think it's a lot of fun, and I've been teaching my friends also. And I love teaching people because I can slow the whole process down and see where they struggle, and then I can create good tips for you, and that's what I want to share in this video series. So this is Lion Brand Homespun. This is Starbella. This is Starbella Flash. This is Deborah Norville Serenity Chunky Yarn. This is a mix of Premier Yarn, City Life, Eversoft, and Enchant Yarn. This is actually a 12-foot scarf that I made using three strands of Deborah Norville Serenity Chunky in chocolate. But all of these are in separate videos, and this is just to introduce all of the tips that I have for you. And then this afghan was done in Deborah Norville Serenity Chunky also. So anyway, let's get started on your tips, and make sure that you watch all of them. There's probably going to be about 20 at least 20 tips in this series. And I want to thank you for watching. And if you have any questions or comments, just write them below, and the links to all the videos and everything will be listed below. Thank you. So typically when you're arm knitting, the knitted side, the knit side, what's called the knit side, which looks like this with the ovals here, is always facing you. So when you get ready to bind off, let's say this would be on this hand for bind off, and then you would pull up your yarn like this, and you'd be working from here. So let's say your yarn ran out and you're down to your last 3 yards, which is what you need to stop before you get to you go into that 3 yards. So let's say it lands up on this side, but you're more comfortable binding off on this side. So you could take the loops off your arm like this and just move them over here, just as long as the working yarn is out here on this towards your fingers. So then you would just bind off from this side. So it doesn't really matter when you're binding off which side you do that on. Definitely done with the long tail right now, because there's only groups of 4 on my arm right now. Doesn't that look beautiful, those shades of blue? Down, or something happens where you drop it, you don't want all your stitches to unravel. So for the next group, you skip that one.